We are taking a look at a game from the Packers and the Lions in 2009. It was Week 12. I didn't mix it up. I was struggling to find it on PFR because I wanted to find out some of the game situation. I wanted to see what drive-by-drive, play-by-play was going on. I was mixing that up. But we want to take a look at a Charles Woodson play. And it's actually really, really cool. First off, why did you pick this play?
Because he's the GOAT.
Yeah. Hey, I mean, we did include another Hall of Famer in Megatron here. A little bit. A little bit.
He's on screen for this. Yeah. The play before this is a catch by Calvin and then a face mask by Charles Woodson to set them up just on the other side of the 50. So 22 seconds left in the half. No timeouts left for the Lions. So that gives the defense for the Packers a lot of flexibility because you're not restricted to, if they have 3 timeouts, you have to protect the whole field.
Correct.
Because they can throw it anywhere. But with only 2 and 2 seconds, you know that they're going to probably try and throw to the sideline or take a deep shot. That's a lot easier to defend. It's a lot easier defense to call, and you can be more flexible with your personnel. As you can see, that's how they come out. So the Packers come out, and they're in a nickel formation. They have 2 defensive linemen down with their hands in the ground. Then they got 3 linebackers standing up. They got 4 cornerbacks and 2 safeties that are off screen that you can't see.
Yes.
So before this game, this play gets going, the 3 linebackers are showing blitz. They're at least showing you have to respect the idea that they could be blitzing.
Correct. Yeah, they're leaning forward. They're looking towards. They're leaning forward. Obviously, they're ready to go. No hand in the dirt usually means, hey, we're firing off at you.
To counter that, the Lions are coming out in 11 personnel, 1 running back, 1 tight end, twins left, shotgun, and they're going to leave Megatron single out wide to the right by himself. That's a clear indication. Also, we haven't got. I don't think we got into this last week. The different letters associated with wide receivers.
No,
the
it's
X receiver, the wide receiver, the Z receiver.
Yeah.
Okay, so the X is the primary receiver on most route combinations.
Right.
That's normal.
That's your wide receiver. That's your wide receiver 1. Your Julio Jones.
Your Megatron.
Megatron, obviously.
Yeah.
And several others. Devontae Adams, Michael Thomas, et cetera, et cetera. There are teams without a true wide receiver 1, but they always have like a guy that's like there. Like, I mean, T.Y. Hilton, is not like wide receiver 1 GOAT level anymore, but he's there are going to be plays where he's mixed up at X and Y.
Yeah.
Z is typically your tight ends.
So, yeah, Z can be tight end. If there's no tight end in the field, Z ends up being one of the slot receivers.
Right.
So
yeah, that's something to look at as well. Yeah, we didn't get over the letter system, the alphabet system when it comes to that.
So what we see right now, a clear indication to the defense of what they're going to try and do here is they left the tight end in, and he's got his hand in the dirt.
Yes.
So with 22 seconds left, no timeouts, a smart linebacker, the Mike, which is the middle linebacker. Mike is a abbreviation for middle. Even though I never got that.
I never understood it.
They're not that much difference in how long it takes to say.
Mike, Sam is strong side, and then
the Will is your weak.
Will is weak. Yep.
So that's always opposite. So strong being the side that's got the tight end, weak being the side that doesn't have the tight end on it. So a smart, good quarterback of the defense will know, okay, well, with a tight end, with his hand in the dirt, coming out in 11 personnel, he's probably going to at least chip to start the play and then maybe try and release to the sideline.
Right.
He's not anything to worry about in this play, is really what I'm saying, is that they can clearly look at that and go, they're protecting themselves from a blitz.
Right.
Because I think what they're going to try and do is dial up a deep shot. So there's 2 ways to try and take care of a deep shot. You can either cover your butt like crazy, just cover 6 or cover 4, just throw as many bodies back as you can, which would be okay, but then you might give up a quick
field goal.
Yeah, you could get out of bounds and get a quick
Yeah,
field
they're
goal.
only probably 10, 15 yards out of field goal range. I don't think Prater's the kicker here.
Yeah.
I think Prater's in Denver, but whoever the kicker is at the time, 30, 40-yard line, it's not very far away. They're on, what is it? Looks like the 43? 43-yard line.
Yep.
That's the line of scrimmage right there. So real quick before
indoors.
Indoors, mind you. Real quick, let's play the play. Let's play the audio of the play, and then before we go any further.
On first down, Stafford steps up and he is hit and dropped by Woodson. The ball comes out.
And that's it.
But they're calling Stafford
That's halftime.
down, and
Yep.
the Lions will take a timeout with 16
Oh wait, no, they did have a timeout.
They
Okay,
did?
yeah, they did.
So one timeout.
So one timeout, at least, right? And they didn't really illustrate it that well. But, okay, so let's back it up a little bit. Let's start to break down this play. So we're at 7-12. All right. So we got our personnel. We got our defense all illustrated. One thing I want everybody to look at, and Brian, I don't mean to take over your choice, is I want everybody to look at Charles Woodson. All right? Charles Woodson is the closest Packer to the bottom of the screen. Okay, they have him lined up across Megatron. However, he's looking on the inside.
Yep.
You have a possible theory about that it could just be misleading.
Right. So you'd have to watch hundreds of reps, thousands of reps to try and we talked about in the last play, body mechanics. Smart guys know this. You study so stringently that you can pick up on bluffs. You know what I mean? Like playing poker. It's just like this. That guys are putting out mannerisms they don't even know they're doing.
Right.
And they do it on certain plays. If it's a blitz, they do this. If it's, they're dropping into the zone, they do this and things like that. And you try and purposely either set it up so that you're bluffing or you don't change anything. You never change what you do. You line up the same way every time. So Charles Woodson's staring down into the backfield right now. He is staring down either that running back or the quarterback. And I know one thing right now. No one on the Lions team is paying attention.
Nope.
Not a single person is looked out there. That linebacker or that running back has his eyes, as far as I can tell right now, he's looking to the far side of the line where I think that's Clay Matthews is lined up.
Okay.
So I don't know. He must be blitz pickup.
That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, our tight end's on the right side.
Right.
Right. So again, that's the strong side. He's not even looking to the right, which is I think that's how genius this play setup is.
Yeah.
Is that he's not even looking. He's not even thinking that Woodson would kind of come that way.
Another thing that's going on in this play that I just thought of is, we talked about Mike before we started recording this, right?
Yeah.
And who calls it? Well, you can see the center right now. He's the one communicating with the offensive line.
Yes.
A lot of times, you'll have the center and the quarterback working in tandem to do it, and the quarterback has a choice to override.
Right.
The center's going out there and he's calling out the mic. What we mean by that is this, I love talking this stuff. Mike sets the blitz pickup protection. So when a center or a quarterback feels that he knows where the extra man is going to come from, where there's going to be an issue on the offensive line based on their current protection,
right,
they'll call out a Mike and they'll switch it. So Mike is normally your middle linebacker, which is normally a good way to set your blitz pickup, which is you start in the middle and you move right, you move left, and you can divide up your 5 guys with your center in the middle, right? And you have 2 guys at the outside, and you can set the protection so that's evenly spaced. Well, right now, they're overloaded on the right side of the offensive line, left side of the defense. So that center is communicating with his line right now, saying, listen, guys, we got another guy on the outside here. We got to switch up. So he's changing the mic. He's telling that tackle and that tight end, you guys got to talk to each other because we got an extra guy on the edge here,
right,
and you guys have to be on the same page or else we're going to have a free rusher. And then at the same time, the running back's listening too. He's hearing that too. So there's a good reason why I think that he's looking at Clay Matthews and he's thinking, this tight end, this tackle, they're going to pick up the 2 guys on the edge here.
Right.
I might have to pick up.
Yep.
I might have to pick up Clay if he does an inside stunt or something like that. Plus, it's Clay Matthews.
Yeah.
Like they do this.
I mean,
in every play.
This is prime Clay Matthews,
right.
by the way.
You got some a stud out there. Got to know where he is.
This is Fat Heads and Campbell's Chunky Chicken Noodle Soup. Clay Matthews.
Yep.
In the I'm like 90% sure it is. So let's watch this play unfold. Let's get it started. So he hikes it. All right, so pass blocking is something I want to illustrate too. There's a difference between rush and pass blocking. For those who don't know, run blocking is you're pushing forward. You're trying to create lanes, open things up for the running backs. Pass blocking, all the linemen are typically going to be stepping back. That's what people. There's a big difference. It's weird. It doesn't make sense. But you want to step back and create this pocket around the quarterback to give them enough time. Now, an offensive line has truly done its job. If it's given up, I've read 2.5 seconds, which I think is a pretty fair time for a quarterback to make their read, which it doesn't seem like a whole lot, but that's how quick things move in the NFL. So pass blocking, linemen are backing up. They're taking a step back off the inside, and it's actually a pretty good indicator. If you are a defensive player, if you are a cornerback, a linebacker, seeing how the offensive line blocks can help you determine and break down plays.
Right.
Too. So no matter what their first step is. So that's something to look at going forward for you all as well. But, yes, so they take a step back. All right, Stafford's passing. He's looking to make his reads. And as you can tell, as Brian mentioned, the running back is off. He's going to that weak side.
Yep.
He's ready to pick up blockers.
But guess who's not there?
Who's not there?
Clay Matthews has dropped back into coverage.
Yes.
And now the overload is picked up perfectly. It has been executed perfectly. The tight end, the tackle, they're on the same page. Both those edge rushers are taken care of. The defensive linemen that had their hands in the turf, they also are taken care of. This is a good pocket, a good setup for Stafford.
It's beautiful.
So,
however,
let's
look at the bottom of the screen. All right. At first glance, you may be thinking, "Oh man, Megatron. There's nobody on him." No, there's not actually right now.
Yeah.
And honestly, if Stafford kind of had the wherewithal, it's weird that he's not looking at Calvin Johnson right away. Because it's usually your first read, right? I mean, right now he's looking to the left side of the field. It is probably because that angle, that pocket created, I guess it leaves a little opening there. But Charles Woodson is not with Megatron anymore. And we can't see it on this film, but we're guessing that there's two safeties in the back and that the coverage just goes to the safety. So Woodson didn't even really have him. Maybe a couple steps, and then, okay, go ahead, Megatron. Our safety's got you, which is really wild to think.
Yeah, best technical term I can use is it's a delayed blitz.
Right. So, all right. So let's let this unfold. And as you can see, right now, Woodson's looking head first into towards the pocket, towards the quarterback. So let's watch how this goes. And boom. There it is. Woodson finds a seam. He's like running all over the place, and it's left wide open. So while everybody else is distracted with the defensive, with the blitz that's coming through, with the linebackers, the defensive linemen, nobody's guarding Charles Woodson,
right.
And he takes it to Stafford. Here, Stafford thinks he has this wonderful, huge pocket of time. He can get it to anybody, and it's really good. Like, I have a couple Green Bay Packers friends. They're just like, oh, man, Packers, bad defense. This is a masterful call.
Yeah.
Masterful call. Is there anything else you wanted to add to this? You want to watch this play one more time?
Sure.
All right.
I'll watch the go as many times as we need to.
All right. I'm cool with that. There it is. And just watch Woodson, 21. And his linemen don't even know what the heck happened.
Right.
His linemen have no clue what just happened, what just hit him. They weren't prepared for it. And that is the genius of Charles Woodson.
Yeah, this is Charles Woodson's Defensive Player of the Year season. I think he had 3 touchdowns this year. He had 9 interceptions, and I didn't look at all the stats, but just a dominant year from him. Right. And Stafford's very young. So it doesn't surprise me that when we watch that play unfold,
this is his rookie season, I think, that he wasn't prepared for that.
He's not ready for that kind of stuff. So he steps up into the pocket, which is always a good thing, but he also kind of looks like he's hurried a little bit to it, a little too frazzled. The moment's pretty big.
Yeah,
you're trying to get a big play before the end of the half. You know, you got it all in your mind, and yeah, you just had a smarter defense take advantage
very
of
veteran defense. He's been in the league for a considerable amount of time at this point. So
yeah, first 7 years was with Oakland.
Yeah,
and then I think to Green Bay.
He went to Green Bay after that. So.
319, 399,
spot. Who